Today's adventure brings me to downtown Celebration. It is bright and early, just about 8 a.m. as the recording of this Saturday, April 1st. And that's no fooling. 2023. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. A tradition for myself. Almost each and every year, I will attend the Celebration Exotic Car Show, and this year is no exception. It has not kicked off yet. I believe it officially starts around 9:30, 10 a.m. But a lot of cars are already starting to make their way down Market Street. Sun glaring, a magical moment as it presses against my face. I'm gonna go get a coffee, just see what I can see. A little build up to the shenanigans that are about to take place. This is always so much fun. Exotic cars worth hundreds, if not $1 million or more, are lining up through here. And then down at the end by the hotel over there, the Celebration Hotel, will be a lot of movie cars. I'm inviting you to join me on this April Fool's Day. Shall we? And you see there is plenty of fancy cars pulling in here, and a lot of officers out here. There's a lot of money in these vehicles. All the workers out here putting up the stanchions, putting up all the gates and whatnot around some of these. This is a good philosophy to have. Just be nice. And the appropriate 10-minute parking limit is not happening over here because these vehicles are going to be here a little more than 10 minutes. It's Land Rover here. See a lot of other people out early. Say the early bird gets the worm, but the early bird also gets the good photos. A lot of photographers out here. Soon all of these will be unveiled and uncovered. This gentleman's wearing a no 55 speed limit shirt. Must be a Hagar fan. There are a few different events that I really look forward to being down here, even before I lived here, but now that I live here. One is the Celebration Car Show, and also the Halloween time over in Jeter Bend, and then down here downtown, and also Christmas time. Those are the three big ones for me anyway. This might be my number one. And another reason I like to get down here kind of early, because the DJ hadn't started blaring the music yet. They will start to do that up until about 2 or 3 o'clock, and they'll turn the music off again, where they'll do the judging and the ceremony and all that. So I try to get out here when it's a little bit more peaceful, and you don't have the music blaring in full effect. Got the little sunburst going on over there, and you can see, yeah, a lot of the cars are not untarped yet. I need to go over here too and get a coffee over there. Starbucks at some point. A little caffeine, and the sun's just kind of glaring against it. It's like a beacon going, get a piping hot caffeinated beverage. Now, sometimes they'll have celebrities out here because it is a charity event the whole weekend. So there was something that happened last night. The main concourse of cars is of course on the Saturday of every year. But it is an event that takes place over the whole weekend, and a lot of charities show up. Or not a lot of charities, but a lot of celebrities show up to partake of, and give their time for the charities. But a lot of them stay right in here. So if you ever see anyone on the list, they're usually staying right over here in the former Bohemian Celebration Hotel. But they've changed the name now, it's just the Celebration Hotel. I am really liking this vibe at this hour of the day. It's kind of nice before the real beehive of activity rears its head. All the cars getting set up. As I said, a lot of exotic cars, a lot of movie cars. I am usually drawn to the lesser expensive cars that are used in movies. Anything that was used in a production, a commercial, TV show, a film. I'm usually drawn to a little more than something, let's say, that's a $700,000 car. But that's just me. It's just my personal thing, but I do like seeing all the wacky expensive cars. Stop by over here a little bit later and see what some of these are. Obviously, Back to the Future and Kit, Knight Rider. I think Joey Fatone used to own one of the Knight Rider cars. This is pretty stylish, really low down to the ground here. Got the cones around it. Here. This one too, I would have a hard time getting. Even in a DeLorean, I have a hard time getting out of a DeLorean. It's just kind of a tiny car. But this is pretty cool. This is like owned by a gentleman in Rockledge.
Yeah, can you just stand? Just stand on the... Yeah, we need to be like on the tape, so just like come back for the swim.
Also, if you come down here in the future to one of these, I will say the parking is very, very limited. Just keep that in mind. Obviously, you can't park over in this area where all the people who have submitted and registered to park their cars, sports cars and movie cars are. With some of the lots over here, they fill up really fast. Get here early or prepare to walk to, you know, park blocks and blocks away and walk over. I have no concept of what some of these, this is a $100,000 car or a $300,000 car. No clue. But it's nice eye candy for sure. Like this car here, is this a $250,000 car or is that a $1 million car? No idea. This is right up my alley. Not time machined out, but I do love a good DeLorean. There's going to be a lot of DeLoreans down there. Fun fact, the first one of these I went to was in 2008. In fact, there was a Back to the Future reunion over at the theater over there. That's where I started getting my Back to the Future poster sign. That's the first one of these I ever went to, and I've been coming to these almost every year since. I'd say I've probably been to about half or more of these since 2008. Maybe even 3/4 of them. I've been to a lot of these. Just kind of a tradition, as I stated. I'm getting Twin Peaks vibes from this one, wrapped in plastic. I watched a lot of Twin Peaks when I was up in the Pacific Northwest recently.
Adam the Woo!
Nice. Ferrari or Pirelli? Pirelli, that's a P. I thought I said Ferrari at first. Definitely not a Ferrari. Okay, this has got to be where some coin right here. That's okay. That's a Ferrari right over there. Now at this time of the day, everyone that's pulling up here has to get their registration card. They're told by all the employees that are dedicated to make sure you have a good spot to where their car is supposed to be placed. But they have to get their paperwork here, which is later going to be used for judging and whatnot. They pull up to this little tent. Ooh, I like that car. Kind of reminds me of something Columbo would have driven. Not really, but kind of has that Columbo-esque type of vibe. Oh yeah, it's filling up. Oh, I can hear that a mile away. Don't usually get this. The ambient sound effects normally when the clock bicycle moves on the minute hand. You gotta embrace it. One thing I noticed during Christmas time down here is they did not have any porta potties up. But they do have it for this event. But for some reason during the Christmas event, there were no porta potties anywhere. Finding a bathroom down here is kind of tough. There is a restroom facility in Cornerstone, in Starbucks, and in Kilwin's Ice Cream. There's other ones, but those are the three that I would recommend if you ever need to find a bathroom. Sometimes the lawns get pretty long though. And it stretches all the way down here. This is the same general area to do the every Sunday farmer flea market and art market down here. Within the next half hour or so, every one of these spots is going to be completely filled up. Fountain is turned off today. Oh yeah, there's the theater where they had the Back to the Future reunion. Back to the Theater was still open back in 2008. They had a DeLorean meetup out here, and that's what drew me in to this area. In fact, back then all the DeLoreans were not over there. You hear the rumble of that car. Go back over there in a moment. All the DeLoreans then in 2008 were all over here. It's been going on for many years. I call this the over the hedge angle. There's a hedge right here. The over the hedge angle. They're getting all this dialed in pretty quick. A lot of volunteers and a lot of workers. Volunteers and or workers are really making sure this thing goes off without a hitch. Yeah, I think one of the good things about cars is just hearing them. You know, it's nice to see them when they're sitting, but one thing I like about the Old Town car cruise is the fact that you can sit there and listen to the engines. Drivers really love the awkward moments when 100 people are filming their cars or trying to just basically park and get the day started. Yeah, it did not take long for all this to fill up. Look at all the DeLoreans lined up over there. I'm going into Starbucks now, coffee place, which is just right here. So all the DeLoreans are over by the coffee stand. Large Pike's place with a little cream and sugar, just regular coffee with a little cream and sugar. I'm glad I did that because it was very, very, very busy inside there. People inside waiting in line for a custom coffee or anything that they wanted inside there. So a lot easier when you just ask for just a regular coffee. The cashier will just reach behind the counter, put the Pike's place in there, put the cream and sugar in there, and you're in and out pretty quickly. But if I'd ordered a custom drink, I probably would wait a half hour. I mean, there's a lot of people in there. There's probably like 40 people waiting for their product. Getting a little double sunburst here on this one, which makes sense though, because this is, you know, anytime there's a big event down here, all the establishments make a good amount of money, and there's a lot of people that do some shopping down here, but everybody needs their coffee, especially in the morning like this. All right, I'm gonna walk down here and look at some of the row of the DeLoreans, and all the DeLorean owners are all cleaning their cars up, getting them all show ready for the people who are just going to be here, kind of looking around, doing a little, like I said, just kind of eye candy, movie eye candy. You know, DeLorean obviously has been around for quite a while, but it's really best known from Back to the Future. Even though most of these are not time machined out, that's just kind of what most people kind of like put them together. But a lot of people own DeLoreans, they're not time machined out. Yeah, take a look at this one. They got the Pepsi Perfect bottles, and then the Ooh La La and the Sports Almond. Ooh La La. Ooh La La. Please look, you don't touch it. I don't know if that's referring to the car or the Ooh La La magazine. Oh, got the gull wing doors too, kind of like the DeLorean. Look at that. Now, a lot of times they have to open the doors to even be able to back up. This guy's got his fishing rod over here. A little puppy out here watching what's going on. Very interested, looking at the owner saying, what the heck is going on down here? I remember all these cars. I remember cars being on these windows. Yep. I guess that's how they introduce themselves. Oh, it's like a whole parade of them pulling in over here now. Looks like I just heard someone talk on the mic too. Maybe they're getting ready to do either a sound check or maybe they're doing like the opening announcement. I don't know. I don't even know if there is an opening announcement.
Yeah, in all seriousness, if I did roll a motor up, I'm freaking putting this up and everything. Go buy a motor.
Probably did Southern Miss with Brett.
Take a look at this. This is something Video Bob would be proud of. Pardon me, sir. Do you have any Grey Poupon? Oh, are they parking them by the porta potties? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going over into that main parking lot area over there. She moved the gate. They're parking over there. Maybe they're rerouting. He realizes it'd be easier to go that way. And even some of these are not even in the little stanchioned off area. There's even some like classic cars. The more of the classic cars are over towards the theater side, but you see there's a few that aren't even, I don't even part of the event. Maybe they just showed up, or maybe there was no room at the event, because if you turn this way, you can kind of see where, you know, where the fences are, and then past here and past this area is like, it just seemed like more of the classic cars and non-movie cars and non-like exotic and sports cars are over towards this area. Some of the older models are over here in this region, which is kind of, I'm always kind of drawn to that as well. I always like classic cars and movie cars and things like that, so I'm glad that those are also represented.
In attendance here today, if it's your first time here, welcome to the Town of Celebration. If you're a previous attendee of our event, welcome back. It's great to see you again. We have some amazing cars on display today, so take your time, enjoy the beautiful weather, the amazing cars, and the fantastic sponsors we have here today at the Celebration.
And a little information about this on this little pamphlet I picked up over at the Cornerstone Market. Appears as if this is the 20th anniversary that they have been doing this, and it does go, started yesterday, it goes through April 4th, but today is the big day. You want to see all the cars in celebration. A lot of the other things are charity events that the general public is not invited to. This is the free event. You can show up out here, see the concourse of cars, and just kind of enjoy the day. As stated here, one of the 5 best car shows in the world. Get up close to 250 of the world's most exotic cars, race cars, and Hollywood movie cars, all lined up the concourse, judging along Celebration Spectacular Lakefront Promenade. Pagani, Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini, Lotus, Aston Martin, Bugatti, Pantera, DeLorean, and others displayed, and they will have the red carpet and receive a trophy. Oh, that's a good photo with the haze going across there. And basically, this is the promo photo, which kind of represents exactly what is going on. There's no false advertising there at all. I've now made it around to the, not the backside of water, but the backside of the Celebration former Bohemian Hotel. Well, not a motel, but a hotel. Met up with a buddy of mine, World of Micah, who is covering up something on this photo, because I don't know if it should be in the video.
He's giving 2 thumbs up.
But he's giving it a big thumbs up. But Christopher McDonald, who is here, he's one of the celebrities on site. You just kind of randomly walked up and he was here and you got him to sign?
It was literally random as all get out.
Yeah.
I walked up, there he is, got it, done.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Also, you know, he's probably best known for Shooter McGavin, but he's also Requiem for a Dream, Grease 2, Flubber, a lot of different movies.
Yeah.
Let's go look at some cars.
Let's do it.
So this is definitely the mecca, if anybody is here, where you can kind of meet them. I met a lot of people here back in the day. You know, just a lot of people over the many years. A lot of the Back to the Future cast, obviously. Carl Weathers, a couple times from Rocky and Mandalorian. I met, well, pre-Mandalorian days, I met over here. But a lot of people are now showing up. It's definitely becoming a real, I don't say beehive of activity. I probably already used that, but a lot of people. Oh yeah, and you know, whenever I do a video, there's got to be a leaf blower. Granted, it's not. He's blowing leaves off of the car. Micah's wearing the Cruisin' the Coast Mississippi Gulf Coast shirt. Micah's kind of like I am, and really likes not only movie cars but also classic cars like this as well. This is kind of our vibe, but you really kind of have to experience the entire show, because this whole event is really something else like no other.
It is. The cars, like the exotic cars, are like,
they're wild.
They look like something out of a Batman film to
they're
me.
Literally $1 million cars.
Yeah.
Some of them are like $1 million cars. Yes. So I'm told. Up there goes a balloon up in the air. We have a balloon down, or should I say, a balloon up. Going up, and away. See you, balloon. All right, accomplished this. I got Christopher McDonald on my SLC Punk. Pretty nice guy. He said he was kind of tired. Didn't want to be in the video. I asked if I could put him on video. He's like, I'm not really into that, but you can take a photo and I'll sign the DVD. So got a photo with him. He said I'm not going to stand up, so I got it nailed down. next to him. He's here every year. He's always a really nice guy. I figured, met him a bunch of times, so I might as well. You know, Micah got his photo signed. I got my DVD signed. Pretty good signature too. Chris McDonald. Grease 2, SLC Punk, Requiem for a Dream. Good side, of course, Shooter McGavin. He didn't sell out, son. He bought in.
You got it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. He's just chilling in there.
Sick.
Yeah. Pretty nice guy.
I'm glad
it's
you
good
got
signature
it.
too.
Yeah. It's actually legible.
I'll make you guys
All from American Choppers right here. He's here every year too. He always parks his motorcycle over in the corner over there. Sometimes he'll cruise down Market Street on it. Yeah, there's the photo. Shooter himself right there. He's giving me the little, he's giving me the quintessential finger movements there. Awesome. The Speed Racer mobile over there has cranked up the engine. And Kit's talking over there. Of course, you got the DeLorean time machine over here in the corner. Got Kit, Knight Rider, Speed Racer. This is from Happy Days, and of course Christine. I know you saw Christine over there in the corner, right?
Yeah, I did.
Definitely.
See Christine.
Yeah. And this is the Lamborghini, I believe from Dumb and Dumber. I think it's a screen used from Dumb and Dumber, right here. The Jim Carrey, Jeff Daniels get out of. Oh, now I'm noticing the license plate on the Diablo. It says Dumb and Dumber there. And Micah was just noticing here on the Happy Days mobile, there's a lot of the cast have kind of signed it as well. Not really sure what they're doing over here with this vehicle, why it's cranked up like that. I don't think it's part of the judging, but yeah, that's it. These are all the celebrity cars. A lot of people bring their dogs out here as well. This is kind of another little area over here, tucked away in this corner near the bank. Underneath this, which kind of always reminds me of Blade Runner. I don't know what it is, but that whole tower there reminds me of Blade Runner. But now there's just cars everywhere. They've just kind of spilled over here next to the clock where I always do the intro and stuff. This Toyota right here has a teddy bear putting out the vibe up top. There's a teddy bear right there doing some calisthenics, very uncomfortable, like stretching his back out. Yeah, Market Street is definitely full of people at this moment. Look at that. That is just elbow to elbow through all the cars there. All right, I had to grab a seat here at watching this bird here at the fountain at Market Square. I just checked and I've almost walked 11,000 steps since 8 a.m. and it's only 12:30. I had to sit for a minute. I didn't realize how much I've been walking. Look at these other birds flew away. Yeah, it's only 12:20 and I've walked 11,396 steps. What the? There are a lot of balloons going by. A lot of balloons out here. Up there is Exploring Ryan right there with the coffee. He's got a pipe of Exploring Ryan, the one and only, has arrived. We lost World of Micah. I don't know where he is. Have you seen him anywhere?
Not in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I've already walked 11,300 steps since 8 a.m. That's I'm done. No, I'm not done for the day. There's still a long way to go, but I might hit 20,000 today.
Are you just here today?
Yeah, just here.
20,000 just in your home neighborhood.
Just in the home section, yeah.
That's a pretty good home workout.
That's not bad, right?
Not at all.
I get my cardio in. The only thing is, I eat like a glutton, so it doesn't.
Speaking of which.
He always does this thing every year where he drives right down the middle of Market Street. It's kind of a cool thing. I think they kind of do it for the photo because I know people are going to take pictures and things. Let's see if I can get over here and get a good angle of them. Now these automobiles, this is Orlando's Hometown Vodka. Probably shouldn't be drinking vodka and driving these, but maybe that's just my own. Oh, look at this. It's melted ice cream on the hood of this. I thought that was real for a minute. That's a pretty good little prop. The melted ice cream. All right, evidently this guy right here, this actor, was in Armageddon. A couple other movies. I think a movie called Mom and some other stuff, but obviously probably the most popular thing he was in was in Armageddon. Sitting here with Paul from American Choppers, sticking his head up there. Wants to say hi. Seen some good exotic cars today. Yeah, I always like this spot over here because you can kind of look across. You see the spires of the Celebration Theater, you see Market Street. Someone told me, I met someone over by the bank earlier, and they said the car on the end over here is a $4 or $5 million car. I think from here, I'm gonna go grab some lunch over at Avocado, which is a really good Mexican restaurant. Probably one of my favorite restaurants down here in Celebration now. Avocados. Gonna grab a bite to eat. A little Mexican food. Right next to the Starbucks. In fact, it used to be 2 doors down from the Starbucks. Now it's right next to the Starbucks. We have now stepped into Kilwin's. Gonna get a nice delicious treat after dinner here. What are you looking at?
I think I'm going to do a shake, but I'm going to mix the mint chocolate chip, believe it or not, with the cappuccino chocolate chip.
Oh, okay. Gonna mix it up, make things interesting. The thing I like about Kilwin's here, it kind of feels like you're at a theme park. Like when you're on Main Street, you go in like the ice cream shop.
Absolutely.
It kind of has that at Celebration. You can see right outside there is the fountain over there, and then obviously the car show is still going on outside. They have like all kind of stuff you would get at Magic Kingdom and whatnot. They have here as well.
Look at this. The peanut butter cup bark.
Yeah.
Peanut butter cup bark. I have never seen that before.
I bet it's pretty good.
I might have to bring
Some little Tuttles. Original recipe ice cream. Ice cream, sundae, sodas, floats, coolers, shakes, and malts. I have gone with the mint chocolate chip.
What just happened? Do you need any help? Let me know what she's got. I appreciate it. You know the same.
Mint chocolate chip is what I went with. 2 scoops. A lot of different options though. Look at this, it's like the shaggy dog here, kind of. A Ferrari. All right, they're starting to do the judging now. They have the red carpet out. Basically, they're taking all the cars off Market Street. They're going to circle around. There's also an ambulance down there in front of Celebration Town Tavern. They're going to basically loop around, go all the way around this way, and then come across this way, all line up, and then go down the red carpet. That's how they're doing it. I'm kind of noticing down there, I thought it was an ambulance, but I guess it's a fire truck, and there's a fire alarm going off down there. All right, now here comes the ambulance around the fire truck. Oh yeah, something's going on. That's a fire. That's the fire department. This is interesting. I've seen this sign before, but I've never seen it from this side. This must be the old slogan of Celebration. You've got to see this place. Because on the other side is the map that I've shown many times before. Interesting.
Larry, you got a good looking car here. Is this the original color or is this a...
All right, doesn't look like it was over at Avocados. If it wasn't any sort of emergency. It's just parked here in the middle of the road. I'm back over here, just waiting to see if there may be any celebrities walking around.
Adam! My man's back again! The K train, the A train. Hop on now. Kato Kalen, Adam. La la la. La
Law.
Thank you.
Good to see you as always.
Good to see you,
Every
brother,
year.
man.
Every
So-
year you're here.
I'm loving it, and I'm married to that beautiful woman over there.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care.
That's great.
Always good to see you, man.
Oh, man, well, kind of sweating up today.
You're the man full of bits. You're the bit man.
I'm the bit man.
You're the bit man. Anyone ever called you that before?
No, I'm not. I don't really do too many bits. Hold on. Hey, seniors. Hey, seniors. Hey, seniors.
Can I get a quick selfie?
See you, man. Later, Kato. I told you he's full of energy.
You know, you did. Multiple times, actually. Over the years, this is at least the 4th time.
So popped over to get a water here at Starbucks. Take a look. Temporarily closed. Probably just such a mad amount of people out here that they ended up just closing up for the day.
Lost their AC, evidently.
Oh, okay. They lost their AC. Their air conditioning went out. That's what it is, air conditioning. Maybe that's why the fire truck showed up.
There was really only about 3 versions of pancakes.
I know it's so strange. I'm going to try for my personal.
This is it.
That's
The
your
front
version?
engine Corvettes,
Right?
the last of the era of the front engine Corvettes. And it's one of the
My trophies are up in the corner collecting dust on the flag.
That's pretty cool. Stock Brown, Jimmy Mikowski, Delorean. All three.
And that's going to do it for today. Another one of the Celebration Exotic Car shows in the books. Evidently, these 2 cars are needing a jump. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. The vlog is over.